Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Goldfish video. Today we got something a little bit different with Marvel Crisis Protocol. AMG was gracious enough to send me these two brand new kits. They're coming in February, looks like. Don't know the exact date they'll be coming out, but sometime in February these should be coming out. And then we have the reboxing of the X-Force guys. In this video we will be building these two kits as they're due and kind of going over how they are as model-wise. I don't play Marvel Crisis, but I'll go over everything that comes in the boxes and how they kind of build. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna start with Valkyrie and the Warriors 3. Gonna adjust this down. As with all AMG products now, I gotta head over to the website, see how these guys are built, print out the building instructions. Before we do that, why don't we get into some of the cards that came with. Now, okay, yeah. As with most stuff, it comes with all the different languages for AMG products now. Just take out the English ones for right now. Warriors 3 gets their own little tokens here. Let's see here. Okay, so we got 4 cards for them. Back in there. So we got Valkyrie and Elendil. A lot of stuff on here. I played Strider Point, and all this is just gonna be not helpful for me to try to read through. I don't know too much about it, so we're just gonna kind of put the cards on the screen so you can read it, and then well, hopefully read it. Hopefully it's not too blurry. I tried to like have some good lighting for the miniature building part of this video, but not so much for the card part. I just realized I don't know if I put these guys on the screen as well. Do these have a flip side? No, they do not have a flip side. I like all that cool artwork on the back. Very cool, very cool. Here, get sprues out, which they are on sprues, so it's going to be the hard plastic. You can use plastic cement or plastic glue to get these put together. I will be using super glue as that is my preference. I usually like gluing magnets to the bottom of things, so that's how that kind of works out usually. The wings are very detailed. Yeah, just like even and you got like little like jewels and stuff on there as well. Very nice. Big fan of the detail work coming out of AMG recently. You know, I don't have like the fancy painter's camera that other channels have, but I try the best I can with what I have. Hopefully it all comes out very well on screen. But I do, so far I'm kind of appreciating about the kit, looking at the instructions here, is that it's not too many pieces. I mean, it kind of looks like a lot, well, at least I guess, look at the horse part of it. It's, you know, only a couple pieces where I built the Death Riders for Warhammer recently, and there were a bunch of different pieces. This looks a little bit more easily put together. Get horse halves put together. I don't know if that worked this far enough. If you ask me, my method of building anything, I prefer the easy option. Just get it together and put more of the play side and hobby side of things. Wrong order. Maybe I'm just dumb. Okay, so that's how that goes. Right? Yeah. So this is where I hold a conspiracy theory that since AMG switched to these sprues, that they put some sort of mold release on the new sprues, so you know they're easy to like pop out of whatever manufacturing process that they do, and it interferes with super glue in certain rare cases, like right now, which is really frustrating. I was hoping that, you know, maybe because it's a different model line, maybe it'd be different, but I have the same issue with Star Wars Legion models, and I sort of adopted a new method when I'm preparing minis for being built. Is I wash them like they're resin miniatures in warm water and dish soap, so it's not just popping off. Because this isn't like old glue, this is like, you know, glue I've got like last month, and I haven't built too much with it, and it's Super Gold Plus cyanoacrylate, so it's like, it's really strong. It shouldn't just fall off like that. And like, I was having the same issue with the head, which I'm sure I'll go over later, but just really odd. Like, no other miniature line do I have like this issue with like things just falling off after you apply this super glue to it. Oops. I'm confused on that part. Okay, so because it's like her foot connects to this little divot here, but in order for this to reach up to the slot here, she needs to lean forward like a ton more, and then that gets her out of that divot there. Unless it's like, well, just gonna have a fucked up miniature, I guess. I don't know where exactly I went wrong. I Like, is the arm supposed to be more forward? Like, I locked it into the peg. I'm not sure how else it would go, because, like, that's just how my miniature's gonna have to be, I guess. I'm not sure what went wrong there. Well, let's get it onto the base. So there it is, built. Overall, really cool miniature. Lots of cool details. Like, the wings are great, just like the 2 layers of it. So you got like the inner feathers and then the outer feathers. Valkyrie on there is also greatly detailed. It's probably one of the most like muscular miniatures I've got, which is surprising. Like, you could probably go without the huge cape. Like, the huge cape like fits the look with the horse, but like if you were to go without it, she also has some great like detailing underneath there that'd be great to highlight. And the horse looks good. Base looks amazing. I'm not exactly sure what the base is supposed to be, because like it's like on a stone thing, but then there's also like these wooden tiles going up. But I guess maybe it's supposed to be Rainbow Road. Not the right road, but you know what I'm saying. Overall, I think the build is pretty straightforward. I think the only negatives I have is something that's interfering with regular glue from working. I mean, if you had plastic glue, you probably wouldn't have the issue I'm having where things are just kind of not sticking together as well as they should. Like, I had issues with the 2 halves of the head sticking together a little bit, and then I had this wing which was just falling out. Everything else like seemed like it sticks together well. Lots of good detail. Probably a good idea to paint this in phases. You know, paint once you have her body all built together, paint her up, and then assemble her onto it, and then paint it all good. I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna get the reins to connect here, because like there's the rein from the other side of the horse going in right there, and then this string right here is supposed to connect at the front and the mouth right here. But in order to have it fit, I'd have to get her to lean forward a bunch more. I don't know if like I glued in the arm too far back, and so like it should be far forward. Because like another thing that's like, if I lean her forward, this foot is supposed to connect to the saddle right here, and so if I lean her forward, it falls out of that and makes it look not as good. Same thing for the other side. This foothold here connects to the saddle there, and that looks pretty great where it is. Like, that's where it feels like it should go. Otherwise, this is a cool project to paint. Let's get to the Warriors 3 now. Gonna set that right there. Which I'm going to wash these guys first. See if that alleviates some future issues. Be right back. Alright, there we go, nice and clean. Keep sliding my hands. Ooh, and this guy has an alternative option. You can either, let's see here, have him holding a chicken wing or a sword. I think he looks pretty cool with the sword, so I'm gonna put him with the sword. These white tested things before you start. Oh my god. Don't fight with it. You can get on there. See here, big guy is supposed to go in the back. Looks like it kind of goes, slots in right there. He's got a little indent for his foot right there. Overall, very nice miniatures. All the assembly is very nicely. Like, it's pretty easy. All of the sprue connection points are in like hidden areas or very minimal cleanup needed. All the details are very nice. I like this guy right up here in the front. Probably another thing of you should probably paint these guys before you put them on the base. I'm putting them on the base because I wanted to assemble them. But you got plenty of space to kind of get in and brush from the side, so it's not the worst thing. You can kind of get it from the top. But overall, very cool. Two big base miniatures to have. If you just needed something very nicely detailed to paint, I'd recommend these. With that, those two built, we will go on to the next release, which is Adam Warlock, Moondragon, and Quasar. Box open up here. We've got even more tokens. There's 3 guys on there. Why are they like, how many days? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2 big ones. No, go with the cards first. I can get them open. Get the English cards out of here. Get Infinity Gems. Seems pretty powerful. Got Adam Warlock. All of his abilities. And his flip side. Moondragon and their abilities. Dragon of the Moon. And then Quasar. Quantum Sword. Nega Quantum Blast Wave. And with significantly more cards than the last one. Hopefully you guys can turn off this one. There we go. A little bit easier to read it. Got Power Couple. The Douglas family. Cosmic Awareness. Guardians of the Galaxy. The Magus. Unaffiliated. Infinity Gem. Bonded Soul. Infinity Gem Mind. Infinity Gem Power. Infinity Gem Reality. Infinity Gem Space. Infinity Gem Time. And back to Power Couple. All the artwork. On the flip side, very cool. I guess that's the bonus of having all the art cards. The extra cards is that you can use these for some other stuff. Just use the art side for things. Very cool, very cool. And with these, to give it open. On the last one, we had 3 sprues. Now we have 2 sprues for 3 characters. And then they also gave us 2 large bases and 4 small ones. It looks like the big ones go for Moondragon, and then you have your choice of stuff for Adam Warlock and Quasar. I do like the little bubble effect thing they got going for Quasar with that right there. This is definitely a multi-stage build, because it would probably be easier to paint these separately than once you've already built it. But for your viewing pleasure, or hopeful pleasure, is that I'm gonna just build it here and then go from there. Alright, so we're gonna start with Quasar here. Okay, so for this one, it looks like we have an alternate head. We either have her with her hood down, hair out, or we can have her with the hood up. So if you don't like painting hair, you can have her hood up. And if you're okay with doing some hair, looks like it'd be some white hair. Whites can be somewhat difficult to paint, so I understand if you would want to go with the cloaked look. For me personally, I'm going to go with the uncloaked, or no hood, whatever it is. Which turning pace to give her? I don't like the middle boards. I think I'm just gonna leave that one out and use one of these. Let's go with this one. Oh, she's like leaping forward. Okay. That's pretty cool. Once you add in the base. Attach her on this side. A lot of weight going on this little piece of plastic here. Pretty cool. She's like leaping forward there with like a little halo thing going on. That's how little know I know about what's going on in Marvel Crisis. But definitely a favorite. That'd be pretty cool to paint up. You'd probably do a lot of cool things with it. Next up, let's do Moondragon. This fits interesting, just sort of arm and torso at the same time. A lot of pressure, like pinching from the arms. It has like ladder center, but the torso connected there. But I'm gonna put some glue and just hope for the best. Okay, resync. Resync in 3, 2, 1. See how much that's fucking. That's some way of touching it. think of it. Where's this supposed to go? Okay, okay, I see what's going on. Okay. Let me go through the process here because I was confused. So, in the instructions here, it goes step 3, that's where you attach on little energy bits on the side here, and then immediately goes to this page. You do to your BO8 and BO9 to attach on both sides. You got to attach her to the base before you attach these two. At least that's what I'm understanding right now. So because like on her piece that connects to her cape is the piece that will connect the ground piece right there. That's how that piece connects there. And so if you're really want to do like a great paint job, you probably want to get her painted up before you glue her all together right here. Like that. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be terrible. Okay, you still have like access to pretty much everything in there. You might have to kind of poke through here and there, but if you're really nitpicky about it, you probably want to paint her up before you glue her to everything else here. But I'm lazy and I'm just gonna glue her on right there. Really happy that these pieces are pretty strong, not just falling apart on me. Okay, I appreciate this little piece a little bit more because it kind of, even though I made like, it's not completely flush with like the rest of it, this kind of goes over the top there. And plus it's all energy. Energy isn't perfect, but it covers up those gaps there very nicely. I definitely feel like maybe it could be a little bit better. I could have probably got it together maybe a little bit better, but I think it's fine. It looks fine to me. I am not a huge fan that the connection point for her head was like right on top. I would have preferred underneath so you can like scrape it off and not have to worry about anything else. I mean, you can get it smooth. It's just like if you take off too much, she's gonna have kind of a flat head at the top, which nobody will really tell, but it's just a little odd sometimes. Anyways, let me get this head here. Probably should have test this first, but doing it live. Come on. tweezer's not gonna work. Pop it all up. And boom. Goes. Choose. This one. Why not? Very cool. I was just levitating as well. Very cool, very cool. I don't think it'd be terrible to paint her up already assembled. Let me get like a little example brush. You could probably just yeah, that's my painting noises. Yeah, all of it's pretty accessible for the most part. She's, you know, pretty much got like 2 colors that I can see on here. If you're like a, you know, beginning painter, it's not terribly hard to get in there and paint it up. Nobody's gonna see under her cloak, so I mean, it's like if you just paint what you can see, you're not gonna really have any problems. Yeah, it's doable. Not the worst. That's what we got. Adam Warlock. Very nice as well. I'm very surprised by how it's just like a couple pieces and he's all put together. It's not like 15 different pieces all to make him Get on base. Oh wait, fuck. I think I might have messed up. Maybe? I don't know who's bit. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know who's supposed to get the big base and who's supposed to get the small base. So it's supposed to be 3 bases in here, but I got like 6. I mean, it looks like he's on a small base. I think the other 2 were supposed to be on big bases. Oh no, oh well. I'll just have to freeze them and break them down or something. Good thing I do it in super glue, so it just comes apart easily. But yeah, that looks great. Pretty cool when he's all painted up. Overall, I like these sets. Very cool characters, very dynamic poses, and could do a lot of colorful, bright colors with them. This one beautiful, cool painted project for like all the lightning and stuff. So there's a energy. Yeah, I just like that. It's just a variety of color options, and you got your angelic whites, and variations of blues and whatnot. You got your greens, you got your reds, you got your yellows. Whole mix of them with these guys. So you're not just painting like one thing all the time. It's just you get a good variety with all these new sets coming out, and they're all very well detailed. I like. They'll not simple builds, but they're overall they're like only a couple pieces put together, and you can put them in under an hour. It's pretty great. Well, thank you for stopping by for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And that'll be it. Okay.